opening match, Jey Uso.
Chat,
Yeet.
I'm actually sick right now. No, you don't get to eat. You don't get to eat. Hey, real quick before we actually start potting, y'all actually do pray for the stream today, cause why the fuck as soon as I started getting ready to pot, why does it hurt thunder outside? Fuck me.
Oh, we got demons. It's Rey Mysterio.
It's Rey Mysterio, dude. Every time, bro. Alright, but without further ado, make sure y'all got the topics pulled up and things of that nature. It's your boy J-Bird Gaming. You're watching the Bird's Nest podcast featuring yours truly, my co-host Mason, and the voice above, Dixie Noimus. I appreciate you guys. This is episode 7 now, ain't it?
Yeah.
Episode 7, chat.
7.
And real quick, I guess since we're here and we're already talking about it and things of that nature, let me see if I can go ahead and pull up our Money in the Bank predictions so I can see how wrong we were.
Yeah, pull those up.
How wrong we all were, so I can see how wrong we all, all three.
Y'all were.
I'm just trying to see how wrong all three of us was, chat. Cause we all three, cause we're all a team here, and we all three got him wrong. Nah, on a serious note, that was a crazy Money in the Bank. I cannot find it. I can't find the. Can you resend that bit to me so I can pull it up? Oh no, you sent it to me in Discord DMs, didn't you? I can. Let me pull it up real quick. But nah, yeah.
Predictions at all.
It was. It was pretty crazy though. Money in the Bank though, which we'll speak on in a little bit. But before we actually do start speaking on that, what were y'all overall thoughts like on a scale from 1 to 10? What'd y'all rate it? I want to get y'all's ratings first before we actually start talking about it. And that's also the stall, so I can actually find this photo.
Actually, yeah, where is it? Hold on. No, check in the Bird's Nest chat. I think it's in
Bet. Oh, it's in the B&W chat. I see it. But you can go first though, Dixie. What you thoughts? Like, what are your thoughts on Money in the Bank? What were your overall 1 out of 10 thoughts? If you don't
overall,
mind. Yeah.
I mean, it was a pretty fun show. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it.
For
I
real?
gave it a solid little 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
Okay. W little 7 out of 10. W 7 out of 10. What were your thoughts, Mason? I'm about to pull up the picture now, chat.
I'd say a 7 out of 10 is fair. 7, 6.5. I didn't see everything, but the stuff I did see I thought was good, so I don't really have any complaints.
All right, let me make this smaller. Oh my God, I just messed up everything.
Like I missed the I missed the opener. I don't know what happened in the opener.
Damn, I just fucked up everything. Trying to get a picture.
Oh my God.
My fault. I don't even know how the fuck I did that.
Take 7.
Hang on.
You don't ruin the formatting. This is crazy.
Oh my God. Yo, I actually did. I accidentally switched the wrong thing, bruh. My fault. My bad. Hang on. I'm gonna fix it. Damn, the only thing is I kind of forgot where the overlay is, so we might just be thugging it with the. Hang on, wait. I might can fix it though. How the fuck did I do that, bro?
This is so nasty, bro.
Bro, bear with me. All right, well, for now, I guess until we until we get it back up, bam, y'all be looking at this for now, and we can still talk about it. Y'all can yap about it. I'm gonna get this fixed real quick. But that's how y'all know we potting though, man. That's how y'all know we potting though, bro. Like, if it was scripted content, bro, like y'all wouldn't be able to see this fire like behind the scenes content. You feel me? So this is a good thing.
This shit looks terrible. Well, all I gotta say is one person in this group went 4-0.
Okay, get a load of this guy. He's so cool. Like whoop de whoop.
Is this one of the rocks you're getting off?
I'm saying this the rock. You the final boss. That's what you want to hear. And let's be fucking for real, bro. And like I said,
I don't know what else.
I'm gonna talk about it more whenever I get like, you know what I'm saying, when we start talking about it. But I'm upset on how the outcome of the Money in the Bank actually happened. I know. So y'all both gave it a 7.
Yeah.
What'd you give it up, Mason?
6.5. I think that's
6.5. I probably would give it a solid 4. It was a good 4-star Money in the Bank. It was a 4 out of 10 Money in the Bank. Realistically, the highlight of the night was Naomi winning Money in the Bank. Other than that, it was probably the most mediocre Money in the Bank I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not even joking, bro. It was so mid, bro.
Mm,
The wrong winners.
no.
You hate it.
It was. I do hate it. There's no secret. Like, there's no secret. I hate it. It was so aggravating. And we could just start off why I hate it. And I can start off by getting my rocks off because chat. Seth Rollins wins Money in the Bank, the men's Money in the Bank. As you guys, if you didn't already know, I'm just sick, bro, because bro, he just he just didn't deserve it or needed it. He just didn't need it. Let me rephrase my answer. He does deserve it because he's one of the hardest working superstars in all of WWE, and I love the work that he's doing right now, and that's why it hurts me to like talk about him in this matter because it sucks so bad because he didn't need to win the Money in the Bank. He could have literally just been like, yo, Jey Uso, speak of the Jey Uso. We'll talk about that later. We got a lot to talk about on this pod, bro. So, word. But it's just like he could have easily just went up to any championship. Hell, he could have went up to John Cena and been like, yo, I'm getting a title shot. Boom. He did not need the briefcase. And I'm saying that to say this. I know he's going to do amazing work with it because it's Seth freaking Rollins. What can't he do? But that doesn't like erase the fact that LA Knight or Penta or anybody else in that ladder match would have benefited tremendously from winning that Money in the Bank briefcase, and it was very disappointing to see Seth Rollins win it, if that makes any sense. And it's tough, bro, because like I said, LA Knight, 3rd year in a row, comes up short. El Grande Americano, who else was in there in that match? Solo in the Bank.
Andrade.
And speaking of Solo was the highlight of that Money in the Bank match. I don't care what nobody says. He made that so entertaining, bro. And I love the work that Solo Sikoa is doing. I don't know if y'all seen. He was mocking all the faces. He was doing the zero mero. Like, Solo Sikoa was the MVP of that Money in the Bank match for me at least. And yeah, other than LA Knight not winning that briefcase, I just didn't really like it. Solo Sikoa made that Money in the Bank match enjoyable. I'm gonna be so for real, bro. And real quick, who was y'all's MVP of the Money in the Bank of the men's match at least?
You over here talking about Solo?
Yeah.
El Grande Americano, bro. That's who was carrying.
Now I mess with El Grande. I mess with El Grande Americano. You know what I'm saying? That's Amigo.
That's one of the biggest carry jobs I've seen in my life.
All right, so so that's your MVP for the men's Money in the Bank match?
Absolutely.
All right, Dixie, who you got? Oh my God, I already know.
Whoa, what does that even mean? What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, let me guess. Oh, Seth Rollins.
No, it's actually wasn't.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah, freaking, by the way.
All right, so who's your MVP?
That's Mr. Money in the Bank, by the way. My Money in the Bank MVP, Penta.
Okay.
Penta.
Ashley loved Penta, bro. He is so over right now, and I hope he continues to be over, bro.
Moving in that match.
He is such a superstar, bro. And that's what I be saying whenever. Oh, go ahead. What picture?
You'll see that picture of him reaching for the briefcase, but like his ladder was way too short.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And not to harp on AEW that much, but that's what I be saying. We take the AEW superstars and we make them legendary. Like, bro, Penta is so over right now. Like, he would not be this over in AEW right now, I'll tell you that much. But not to, you know what I'm saying, not to dog on them a little like too much, because I'm actually starting. I'm finna make the flip, bro. I'm this close to making the flip to AEW, bro. I see what y'all be talking about now, bro. I see what y'all be talking about. Yeah, I think Solo Sikoa for me was the MVP of that ladder match just because he just brought so much excitement and he brought that comedic relief that everybody thought we were missing, and he just made it so much entertaining. Like you had him mocking and I think who did they throw out the ring at first, and then it was Solo Sikoa like with all the faces, and he was like, oh yeah, let's like work together.
Oh, Seth Rollins.
Yeah, and it was just funny, bro. He did an amazing work, and like I said, I like this side of Solo Sikoa that we're getting. It's very entertaining and it's different. It's almost like I don't know. It's very comedic and it's very entertaining. I'm curious to see how him and Jacob Fatu pan out because as you guys know, Jacob Fatu looked up at Solo Sikoa as he's finna reach for the briefcase, and he says, "I hate you." But he didn't say the infamous words, "I hate you, Solo." Why the fuck he didn't throw why he just didn't throw Solo in there? That would have made it so much more funnier, bro. "I hate you, Solo." Why he ain't hit him with the Solo, bro? But nonetheless, we will probably have Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa, and I want to get y'all's thoughts on that real quick before we talk about the rest of the Money in the Bank. I go first. Yeah. I think this is perfect booking. I think this is amazing. I think this is beautiful booking, and that's why, like I said, Solo Sikoa was the MVP of this Money in the Bank, because it set him up for a possible mid-card championship. Not that I think he's gonna beat Jacob Fatu, but I think that'd be a very I think it'll be a good feud. And yo, low key, Mason low key cooking, because nobody's safe right now, bro. Nobody's safe right now with these title reigns, like, word. And we'll harp on that in a second, but yeah, nobody's safe. But I think it'll be a good feud. I hope it's entertaining, as I think it will. Hopefully we get Zilla. Y'all think we gonna get Zilla eventually? Ain't that his name, Zilla Fatu?
You know what? At this point, I don't really care. I don't even.
You know, can I get something off my chest?
Yeah, get that shit off your chest, Daddy.
There's too many of them.
Yeah, it is. Too many of them.
Y'all ain't got to sign every Samoan in free agency.
Why not?
I'm gonna be honest. We don't. How many more people do we need in this bloodline story, bro?
There's never enough. There's never enough Samoans.
No, if they're gonna sign Zilla for him to be part of WWE, okay, that's fair. We don't need any more people in this bloodline story. It gets to a point,
bro. There's never enough.
We're at a point where Samoans in the blood, non-Samoans are in the bloodline now. Like we're getting to a point.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got Tongans in there now,
bro.
I don't.
There ain't never enough, bro. What you think, Dixie?
All right, man.
About the Jacob Fatu Solo Sikoa feud.
I mean, I think it'll be a fun feud. I mean, you know, Solo, he's not winning that belt. Hopefully he's not winning that belt.
He's absolutely winning that belt.
Hey, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Night of Champions. Jacob Fatu better watch.
Nobody's safe, bro. Nobody's safe.
Bro, if Solo wins that belt, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna need Rollins to cash in. I'm not gonna lie. Just risk it all.
Ew.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna need to save wrestling. If Solo wins the title, I need Rollins to cash in and save wrestling. Solo will ruin wrestling as a mid-card champion.
Hell nah.
That's crazy.
What you mean?
He will ruin wrestling.
That's crazy. And
I hate Solo.
So yeah, as you guys know, Seth Rollins won Money in the Bank. That put Mason at 1-0. Go ahead.
With the Solo Jacob Fatu thing, I'm looking forward to it. I think Solo, like you said, Solo is starting to get into that underrated territory. He's doing some good work right now.
Oh yeah.
What I would like to say is they could figure out this whole Solo Sikoa Jacob Fatu thing in like 2 months, but Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are still together.
Bro, yes, bro. Like, what is going, bro? I genuinely, it's a slow. At this point, I'm not even joking with you. I think he's doing it in spite of the IWC. I think he's doing it just because he knows everybody is so fed up with it, and low key it's working because it's making us resent Papa H so much more. And speaking of resentment, we had because that was the men's winner for the Money in the Bank. Now we have the women's Money in the Bank winner. By the way, that put Mason at 1-0. I know that wasn't to start Money in the Bank off, but I'm going to just go through as we go. Me and Dixie both had LA Knight winning the men's, and Mason had Seth Rollins winning the men's. So, word. He's up 1-0. We're down 0-1. And now let's get on the women's. I think the whole IWC, the whole WWE universe was overjoyed actually whenever Naomi unlatched that Money in the Bank briefcase. And what a way was that to start off Money in the Bank? Because that ain't start off Money in the Bank, but the ladder matches at least. It was amazing. The match itself, I enjoyed it a ton. We all three had Naomi winning that match as she should have. There was some little like minor errors that I seen here and there, but I mean overall, I think the match was entertaining. I think one thing I will say, they did a fantastic job at showing us or showing off the future of the women's division. Like Stephanie Valkyrie, Roxanne Perez, and Julia, they all got a plethora of time to shine and really show their untapped potential, bro. That women's division is in fantastic hands, bro. And I love the match. Low key, I think the women's Money in the Bank, just because I'm biased, I think that was my match of the night. Low key. Low key. Then we got the Devil's Kiss to Rhea Ripley. Like, yes, man.
On the ladder.
I'm nasty with it. I'm nasty, bitch. I'm nasty.
I have a confession to make. I missed this match. I was at a friend's place, and I forgot that the pay-per-view was going on. I feel bad too. I was looking online, and they were like, people were kind of hating on the match, just because they were like, it's it was like a slow pace, like street fight kind of Money in the Bank. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm upset that I missed it because of that, because that's what I really want to see from a Money in the Bank, especially with, I guess, the talent involved. Like, they're not necessarily like super high risk, high flying people. I'm trying to think who all was in it, except maybe like Roxanne.
Yeah, I was about to say it was Roxanne Perez, Stephanie Valkyrie, Julia, Rhea Ripley, Naomi, and one other that I'm missing. I'm missing one, ain't I?
Yeah, none of these women. You are missing somebody. None of these women are like high flyers. They're like very hard hitters. Like they like to stand up and fight in the ring. So I'm kind of upset I missed out on that, because it's a ladder match experience I definitely wanted to see. But yes, the right person won. There was some Naomi hate online. I'm not even gonna address that because we love Naomi. That's what's.
I'm actually shocked that there was even a slight bit of Naomi hate, because I think everybody. Oh, Alexa Bliss, that was the person that I was missing. But yeah, I think I can speak for everybody. Like, yes, I will say this much on her part. She really didn't do a whole lot in that match, from what I've seen at least. Maybe there was like stuff that I missed, but like up until her unlatching the briefcase, there really wasn't a whole lot done. But because of that, I feel like a lot of the younger talent really got to shine, if that makes any sense. Like I said, you've seen a lot of Stephanie Valkyrie, Julia, and Roxanne. Like those three really were the MVPs of that match. They really, in my opinion, carried that match, because it really got to show off like literally the future of the division. So they're in good hands. I think overall the match was straight though. I don't think Naomi, Alexa, and Rhea being involved ruined it for me. But one thing I did want to point out, I loved how they kept pointing out that, Stephanie Valkyrie she's wrestled, because she wrestled at Worlds Collide, then before that on SmackDown, right? And then on Money in the Bank. So they was like it really just showed how I guess you could say how much of a workhorse that she was, and she's a fan. Like I said, that women's division is in good hands, bro. Fantastic hands.
Word.
Another thing I want to say, thank goodness, I feel like I was heard for once. The Money in the Bank matches actually got some time on the show. Because last year's matches, they were like, 15 minutes each or something like that. This year it was 25 minutes, 33 minutes for the men's. This is how they need to feel like they're making, they're making stars, and like they're that important of a match. Like, this is what we needed from a Money in the Bank match.
I loved it. Both of the ladder matches, even with all my hate on the men's Money in the Bank match, they were all really good matches. I think that's about it for the women's Money in the Bank match. Then after that, we had Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria. Lyra. I don't know, bro. I don't know why I'm having so many typos with my mouth today. Pause. But yeah, me and Mason had Becky Lynch winning that, and Dixie had Lyra retaining. And as you guys see, Becky Lynch won, and I'm actually so glad that she won, because I think she's gonna do crazy work. I think Oh yeah, y'all want to talk about this now, or y'all want to wait until we talk about Monday Night Raw? The person that attacked her on Monday Night Raw, because now we have that build up now.
Yeah, we can save it for.
I bet. I guess. But yeah, I feel like I think she's gonna have a pretty decent IC title run, and this is just this does nothing but build that women's mid-card division up 10 times more than what it is. Not that Lyra wasn't doing a good job. I think she did a fantastic job with that reign, if I'm being honest with you. It's just now they got to do that same thing for the women's U.S. title, but that's neither here or there. But
oh my, that title is in hell.
Julia, save us.
Julia gotta save that.
Hey, at this point, anybody really. But yeah, I think the match was really good. It was pretty solid. I loved how they ended it. You know what I'm saying? Lyra had to raise Becky's hand. I think that was fantastic work. Like the way they both sold it, like you could tell Lyra was just miserable raising up her hand. She didn't want to do it, and that's what I wanted from that match, bro. I loved that match. That was like my match of the night. Like I loved it. And y'all know me, not that I'm, you know what I'm saying, word, but I don't usually show the women this much love, so word.
Typical.
It was the right winner. That's fucking crazy, bro. I've been showing nothing but love to the women's division these past few pods, but that's neither here or there. I just wanted to say, they stole the show. I'll be honest, like the women's division stole the show, for me at least, and that's rare, because they don't usually book the women as good as they should be booked, and just curious to see what you guys think on that Lyra versus Becky Lynch match. What was y'all's thoughts about that, or what y'all's opinions on that match?
Dixie.
I mean, they just got incredible chemistry.
They really do.
Maybe just because they're Irish, but hey, who knows what they got in them blood. But Lyra and Becky are just incredible together. They had the 2 main roster matches. They had the match in NXT where Lyra won the belt off of Becky. All of them were great matches. So I'm kind of glad we're getting another match.
And quick question.
So I'm not too mad at my prediction being wrong.
Not to cut y'all off, but didn't Lyra win the NXT championship off of Becky Lynch back in the NXT?
Yeah.
So it's like they go way back, and they haven't missed a single step, bro. Like they cook day in, day out. Like they're amazing to watch, and I can't wait to see what they have planned for this Becky Lynch IC title run. I hope it's pretty entertaining. But yeah, you continue. My bad.
No, I think that's pretty much all I want to say. Mason, you got anything else?
Same thoughts as everyone else, I guess. Every time these two walk in the building, they tear it down. This is easily match of the night. I mean, I could legitimately watch these two wrestle forever. It was kind of like that Io and Stephanie Vaquer match on Raw after Mania. Like, these two could do it forever, and I'd be entertained. I am kind of glad they're cooling it off right now, since it's been 3 matches so far, or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're definitely going to take it in a different direction. But when it comes to Evolution coming up in, I think, about a month or so, this is one of those matches like to look out for.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I think they're gonna have it on Evolution. Or y'all don't think they're gonna save it to SummerSlam? Or do y'all think
we can talk about? I have an idea of where it's leading to, but we can talk.
I bet. Damn, I was gonna say. Oh, real quick before we talk about the main event, what do y'all think about this Becky Lynch heel run so far? Just real quick, this is like a filler topic. Like I just before I forget, I wanted to ask y'all that. Cause I'll go first. Cause
you can get your rocks off.
I'll get my rocks off. I've enjoyed this Becky Lynch heel run more than the last one that she had, where she was just like real like drippy, wearing all basically like the woman version of Seth Rollins. I think this is this is good for her. This is good for her, and I love how they're leading into the Becky Hogan gimmick. I guess you could say it works for her, especially because she is winning. She's winning. And that's why I feel like if she would have lost, it would have really, that momentum for her heel run would have halted drastically, and I don't think that was the way to go. So that's why I'm so glad that she won this title, because this makes it look 10 times better of a heel run, because now, like I mean, it's giving Becky Hogan. I mean, she just beats Lyra Valkyria over the IC championship, and it's going to be so...
What does she do to deserve this label? She lost the first match.
That's what I was a part of that. I was on that same train. I was literally on that same train of I don't get it. Like, if you would have said it for Charlotte Flair, okay, I get it. But I didn't understand it for Becky.
They never give the Hogan label to anyone who deserves it. The only deserved Hogan label I've seen is, like, I guess, Edge or Cope.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But
no.
That is why.
Like there's been no Roman Hogan allegations.
What the hell? Why the fuck would he get Hogan allegations? Bro, let me not even
he
get
had
on
the championship for 4 years.
because he's the GOAT. But he wasn't taking it off of people though. He wasn't taking it off of people. But there's neither here or there. I just want to say
he could have given it to. That's
nah, bro. They wouldn't have been able to shine his boots, bro. Their title runs wouldn't have been nothing compared to. And still to this day, they still haven't. Bro, hell no. His title reign will not be nowhere near. It will never be as good as his title reign, bro. Roman Reigns has the greatest title reign of all time, but that's neither here or there. I don't want to get sidetracked because I could talk about Roman all day. Let's be real.
Yo, I got some breaking news, by the way.
Go ahead. Oh my God, let me check.
I don't know how real this is. It would be funny though. Per Body Slam, that Goldberg is reportedly set to return next week on Monday Night Raw, with the speculation that he could be coming for. I'm gonna save that actually because it's kind of a spoiler. Yeah.
Okay, bet.
He might be coming for.
Hell no.
Okay, that's interesting. Cause not like I said, not to harp on this topic for too long, but I did see like there was rumors that he was like suffering injuries or something like that. So this is actually curious. Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
Word. But nah, yeah.
He was training for a comeback, and
yeah,
it was like every time he was ready to come back, just some kind of injury set him back. That's a sign he doesn't.
I was just about to say it ain't a coincidence, buddy. Like maybe you just need. Maybe there is no retirement run in your old ass. Like hang it up.
Hang it up, big bro.
Nah, but yeah, like I said, I'm liking this Becky, this Becky Hogan. Heel run. I think it's very entertaining, and I think this is what her career needed. I think if she just came back and became a face and tag team with Lyra, it would have just been dull, I feel like. So I like the direction that they're taking with Becky Lynch, and I love how she's leaning into that Becky Hogan, and that they should be grateful to have her on that show and this and that. I love it. I just love it all.
Yes, they should.
And I love like I said, when we talk about Monday Night Raw, which was a crazy Monday Night Raw, they did really good. But yeah, I'm harping too much on the Becky versus Lyra, but yeah, that I liked it though. I love the feud so far. I'm saying, but that gets us to our main event, which shenanigans were had, and
shenanigans.
And I was the outcast. I had Logan Paul and John Cena winning this match, and Mason and Dixie had Jey Uso and Cody, the Yeet Magnets. Yo, they had the Yeet Magnets. They had the Yeet Magnets winning. And after we get done talking about the tag team match, I'm just curious to see what y'all, because they asked this in the post conference. I don't know if y'all watched, but what would be a good team name for Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes? I'm just curious to get y'all's thoughts on that. But yeah, the overall match, it was pretty solid. Like I said, shenanigans were had. I loved how you kind of had the back and forth between John Cena and Logan Paul, and he was like, "I'm trying to teach you," and it was like, it was cool. It really, like, I loved how they did that match. And then, as you guys know, Ron Killings, aka RTruth, returned at Money in the Bank after everybody thought he was released, if he was even released. Triple H is playing it off as a work. A lot of people saying that it wasn't a work. RTruth returned at Money in the Bank nonetheless, and he speared the one and only, the 17-time champion, the unheard of 17-time champion John Cena, and costed the unheard of. That's what they call him. The unheard, the unseen.
It's the unseen,
unseen, unheard 17-time champion. He got speared. What the fuck? So y'all can't say unheard? We ain't never heard of a 17-time WWE champion. What's the difference? Word. But regardless, he costed John Cena in the GOAT Logan Paul.
Are you slow?
What? I'm being dead ass. Wait, what? I'm confused.
It's unseen 17 because you can't.
I know. I'm saying that too. I'm saying unheard, unseen. What's the difference? I know, like, obviously,
it doesn't rhyme.
I know. I'm just saying. Regardless, I'm just saying, like, bro. See now, now I'm not a groove fucked up. That's on me. But yeah, the unseen 17-time champion John Cena was speared by Ron Killings, and it costed him and Logan Paul the match. And yeah, what y'all think about, for one, what y'all think about the match and the return of RTruth, aka Ron Killings?
Hey,
word.
Ron.
Hey.
And that'll lead us into our next topic too. We're talking about the return of RTruth. But word. So y'all can talk about the match first, and then we'll, you know what I'm saying, we're talking about RTruth.
Yeah.
The match was
kind of, It was kind of solid for me. I don't think it was anything too crazy.
Really?
I thought it was solid.
So that's what we're gonna do.
They were beating Jey Uso's ass for the
they
longest
were.
amount of time.
So that
I think a bit too long. I think that kind of killed it a little.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna talk about the fact that Logan Paul carried that match on his back single-handedly. Like, bro, I'm sick of the disrespect. I'm just saying, like, I'm just sick of the disrespect that Logan Paul gets, bro. Like, we get it, bro. Y'all don't like him as a person, but, bro, we have to acknowledge the fact that he does incredible in-ring work, bro. Like, I'm not saying him as a person is cool, but, bro, Logan Paul is a phenomenal wrestler, bro. Like, he was born to wrestle.
Phenomenal.
Big AJ Styles, he took AJ Styles' like nickname, bro. The phenomenal Logan Paul. Like, we got a new phenomenal one.
You know,
fuck AJ Styles.
It's funny. It's funny you say that because all Logan Paul does is steal. So
yeah, and he makes it better. Like, bro, that springboard off the bro, to the table.
Don't even.
Oh my god, bro. Like, bro.
Yeah, he can do cool moves.
I forgot.
There's a lot of people who can do cool moves. It doesn't make me care about them either.
I'm not saying we need to care about him, but I'm saying like
good.
Bro, he literally carried that match. Can we at least
carried is crazy.
So he didn't carry that match. Come on, bro.
I would say Cody carried that.
Oh my god, that's crazy. We're in this.
That was to be expected. He's the only good wrestler in that match. So
I forgot. I think Santi Zap had said it. He was like Logan Paul could walk on water, and I forgot what the saying was, but it was basically like he could walk on water, and people would still be like, "Damn, he didn't run on it." Like, it's like, bro, like, I just don't understand it. Like I said, I get the heat because he's a heel, like, and he's a terrible person. But bro, his in-ring work ability is so amazing. Like, yeah, he don't wrestle every week, but if we got it every single week, it wouldn't be as fire as it is. Like, I think Logan Paul should be saved for PLEs and special events on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. I don't think it should be a weekly occurrence where he's showing all his goodies off at once. Pause if needed, but like. Word, he's just amazing in the ring, and it really is a beaut to watch him wrestle. Not to glaze too much, but word, like it's entertaining to watch him wrestle. And like I said, I think he carried that match, bro. He was the MVP of that match for me, at least.
I think he's a bitch.
Okay, this guy.
That's really all I gotta say about him.
Yeah, you got anything else about that tag team match, Dixie, or are you ready to move on?
Let's get to Ron.
Let's get to Ron. And speaking of Ron, we had RTruth. Like I said, he returned that Money in the Bank. And real quick before we do harp on that, I'm pretty like Mason already said how he felt, but like Beacon. What the fuck am I tweaking?
Beacon.
I want to say Dixie. Do you think it was a work, or do you think he actually was released?
He was actually released. There's no way it's a work, and that's a problem I have with Triple H. Let me get my rocks off real quick.
Get your rocks off.
So, everybody knows he got released. It was no secret. Everybody knew we were getting reWant Truth chants in the arenas for a good week. And then Triple H has the audacity go on the press conference and be like, "Oh, he's answering questions about the RTruth. Okay, ask me about RTruth. Oh, you're enjoying the show, right, bro? You're not about to play this off like it was a work. Everybody knows he was released. This was no work. Just admit
he worked y'all ass.
Just admit the backlash worked. Admit the backlash worked. He's just mad that they got so much backlash and they're taking over the shows, I guess.
Yeah. I'm kind of split. Like obviously I can see how it could be. Like obviously he was actually released, but. I don't know. Like I said, I could see how they could play it out, like lean into that. Oh, it was a work type of move because it did. It felt like it was a work because how obvious they made it that they did it. I think they said something about there was a rumor that that people that was saying we want truth or whatever getting it escorted and this and that people couldn't wear RTruth merch like the superstars and this and that. I feel like they made it too vocal for it not to be a work, but obviously that's just me being devil's advocate. I'd like to think it was a work because that's nasty, bro. That is very nasty work. If that's not a work, that is very nasty because it's like you released this man and it took the whole WWE universe speaking up just for you to re-sign him. But like I said, the only reason why I think it's a work because I don't think there's a world where they allow I don't know. I'm just stuck 50-50 because If that's the case, then why the fuck was Carlito not brought back? If it's such a work, because they made it so vocal. Like you had Raquel. No, I'm saying because I was gonna say the only reason why I think it might have been a work because everybody was so vocal about like the WWE talent. Like everybody, like the Miz made a post, everybody made a post, but they also did the same thing for Carlito. So, word, I don't know,
Wait,
bro.
They brought him back?
No. I'm saying like Raquel Rodriguez and JD McDonough, they had posted Carlito on their story as well.
Oh.
And so I'm saying
the reason Carlito.
Oh, go ahead.
The reason Carlito isn't back is because everybody was asking for RTruth back. Nobody cared about Carlito.
Damn, that's tough. But yeah, and
no, okay, and I don't.
That is
say
crazy.
That as like a hate to Carlito. I'm not saying that as a hate to Carlito. That's more of a hate to the fans because they weren't real Carlito fans like they were saying they were. I would love Carlito back. Nobody was chanting "We want Carlito" though.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is though. It is what it is. If I had to pick one or the other, I don't think this is a work. I think they realized like, oh damn, the universe, like the WWE universe, actually fucks with RTruth. Let's get him back and play it off as if it's a work. But I don't think his intentions going into the release was, all right, we're gonna make this very public so that way we get a good we get a we want truth movement, and we're gonna bring you back. I don't think it was like I don't think it was a work from start to end. But I think at some point it was a work for sure. Hell, John Cena even referenced this. He said, "You guys don't deserve the truth" or some shit like that on that SmackDown. So I think to an extent it was a work. To an extent, like. From start to finish, though, absolutely not. That bit actually had intentions of releasing RTruth. Like, there was no way that's not a work. But, yeah, regardless, RTruth is now back in the WWE. And he's going by Ron Killings. And I wanted to talk about that. Like, what side do y'all think we're going to get from RTruth? Or, in this case, Ron Killings? Do y'all think we're getting the more serious, cutthroat RTruth? Or we still getting the comedic relief RTruth? And if y'all do think that's the case, do y'all think this is a good thing or a bad thing for his career? And I'll take off the Money in the Bank predictions now because we're done. Now we back to our regular pod layout, chat. Welcome back. Type sheet.
I could see us getting like a split personality RTruth, if that makes sense.
Ooh.
I think we're gonna get that seriousness out of him. Because it's definitely it definitely seems like it's what he wants to do at the very least, based off his promo on Monday Night Raw. I do think there's definitely at this stage in his career anyway, there's definitely not an RTruth without some semblance of like comedy in his work. Yeah. Even if it's like the super serious and he's just like unintentionally funny.
Nah,
you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. But I think we're gonna get an RTruth that we haven't seen before, if that makes sense. So like whenever he turned heel back in 2010, he was like super serious, super all that, super aggressive. He was still like a villain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's really gonna be villainous, if that makes sense.
Nah, yeah, absolutely.
Like him being serious has always been him being a heel, and I feel like we're gonna get that somewhere in between, where it's like he's super serious, but also, you know, he's still a good guy, but you know he's got to take care of business when he has to take care of business.
Yeah, and I have to reiterate everything you said. I think we're gonna get more of a like tweener type of art like Ron Killings, but more on the face side of things. Like I think he's gonna be more. I don't think he's gonna be as comedic as he usually or as he used to be, and I think that's a good thing for him. I think
you know what he could be like a what am I trying to think of? He could be like a Chris Jericho type, where he's like roasting people, or like a LA Knight even. You know, it's like he's like disrespectful, but still in like only towards the like the heels.
Yeah,
that's what I could see.
And like I said, I have to agree. I just hope I hope they strike while the iron's hot, if that makes any sense. Like we had people saying we want truth. Keep that same energy since he's back. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't like take it for granted now that he's back, because hell, he could easily like he's a bit older. You know what I'm saying? So he don't got very many years left before he's retiring. So I hope they do something with it besides just have him on Monday Night Raw as comedic relief or just here and there. You feel me? Like I actually want matches from or Ron Killings, and I want him to have title opportunities and things of that nature. But I just don't know. He is a bit older, so like I said, I don't know how I feel about the matches part. But it's like, if not matches, then what? You know what I'm saying? If he's not gonna be the comedic relief, then what's he gonna do? And that's one of my biggest gripes with, like, him. When I thought he was actually getting released, that's where I was kind of like, I can see why. You feel me? Because what? I mean, he's back now, so now what do you do with him? You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I doubt he's feuding with Cena again. Word. And so that's my thoughts on it. But what you think, Dixie?
I agree with Mason. I think it's gonna be one of those little things where it's like, when you gotta take care of business, he gonna take care of it. We're gonna get the much serious RTruth. You know, he cut his hair on Raw.
Speaking of cutting his hair, Chad.
All that stuff is over.
Chad,
So,
Dixie and Mason, they both bullied Ron Killings into cutting his hair, bro. We getting buzz cut Ron Killings now. They bullied him.
It was needed. It was,
bro. It was. That bit was literally bald in the middle of his head, bro. Like, what are we waiting on?
I would tell y'all if it was time to cut your hair. Okay.
Facts.
This is how we do it for a friend. I have a friend I've been telling him for the past year, bro. Just let it go.
I'm trying to find the.
I think being bald would be better than holding on to these little strands. And that's the same way.
Strands.
That's the same way it is for RTruth.
That's actually so.
Bald is a good look. All right. I think too many men aren't willing to admit it. I mean, I was bald on the podcast for a while. I mean, I can still grow my hair though, so it's different.
Wait, you was bald? Well, bro, I did not notice. That's crazy. No, I'm saying I didn't notice that you was bald. All right, I think I got it pulled up, but yeah. Nah, yeah, Ron Killings. I just hope they don't waste that we want truth movement. I hope the crowd still continues to stay behind RTruth and that he gets a proper. I don't want to say push because I mean word, but I hope he gets a good last run. You know what I mean? Like a last couple runs, whether that's title opportunities or just matches in general. I just don't know. I just hope it's entertaining.
RTruth Royal Rumble 2025.
Crazy.
2026.
That's actually crazy.
You don't fuck with the Vision, Jay Bird?
I'd have to say I don't. I don't think I mess with that Vision. Royal Rumble. Hell nah. I was thinking more about the mid card, but I mean, hey, who knows? If he gets enough motion, who knows? The future, you know what I'm saying? Word. Hey, but let Triple H tell it. It was a work all along. We knew he was gonna be a word. He knew this all along.
Triple H is a mark.
Bro, one more time. One more thing before we move on.
Triple H is no better than Tony Khan.
I do want to say this though. Paul Levesque, he remind me of damn LeBron James when he be like, yeah, something just told me on that day Kobe was going to drop 81. He know damn well that he didn't think the WWE Nation was going to get behind RTruth like they did, bro. But, yeah. Ron Killings, welcome back. He is unreleased from the WWE, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, RTruth, a.k.a. Ron Killings. But, as you guys, they announced at Money in the Bank. This is a real quick filler topic. I do want to get you guys' opinions on it. They announced it at Money in the Bank. WrestleMania is coming back to Las Vegas. What do you guys think? And this is for the consecutive year, Chad. I think last year was in Las Vegas, and this year it will be in Las Vegas. Or technically, you know what I'm saying, 2025, 2026. So, word. I just was curious, what do y'all think about that being the case? Do y'all think it's lazy? Do y'all think that is fair? Like, I'm just curious to see what you guys think, honestly. Damn.
Who's going first here?
Should I go? I mean, I think it's lazy. Like I said, I think it's lazy. I don't really like the fact that they're going. I mean, I don't even care that they're going back to Vegas, but this soon is actually crazy. It does seem like a cop-out move because it was so successful. I'm assuming it was successful, but I mean, hell, it's Las Vegas. But I don't know. It's just like, it just seems lazy. Like, you think of like the Super Bowl and the NBA Finals. It's always in or not the NBA Finals because it's word, but the Super Bowl, for example, it's always in a different state. And that's how I always thought of WrestleMania. I always felt like it should have been in a different state to give that state some love. And I thought New Orleans would be the perfect place to like really, you know what I'm saying, word. And they could have really cooked with New Orleans being the location for WrestleMania. I don't know what happened behind the scenes. I don't know the details. I just know it's not there anymore.
Money.
And
money.
It's tough because Cause now, and I don't know if we want to talk about that on this episode, but it does seem like realistically the WWE is becoming more money orientated, and I'm not mad at that. But it is like, damn, we just seen a lot of releases. We see the venues are becoming a little less lazier. They don't look as theatrical as they used to look, and this like was the nail in the coffin. Like, it's very lazy and it's very money like orientated, and it's like, I don't mind it being in Las Vegas. It's just like, damn, right after it was in Las Vegas, like, bruh, like, I don't know. And that's my thoughts on it. Y'all can get y'all's rocks off. I just don't know how I feel about it. I'm a bit on the fence, low key. And shit, whoever want to go can go.
I'll go. Like you said, it's very lazy. Absolutely lazy. It's very TKO coded.
Yeah.
It's basically them saying, you know, this was the most successful money-wise WrestleMania ever because the prices were so high up there.
Yes.
And we charged people an arm and a leg to even get in the building. So we're going to do it again for the second consecutive year.
Yeah.
And it's such a very, like, greedy money move, especially for people who want to go to WrestleMania who are only in New Orleans,
bro. Facts.
So
Hey,
it's
trim.
it's like a dick move, honestly.
Yes, bro. Hey, you clocking they shit. You clocking they T, bitch. You clocking they T.
Word.
Nah, cause he's spitting, cause that is like a big motive. Like for instance, cause Deadass, like, I know it's a reach, but I was gonna try to go to New Orleans WrestleMania, cause I have family in New Orleans. So it would have been reasonable, but that bit all the way in Las Vegas, I'm not gonna be able to make that, bro. And it does suck because, like Dixie said, a lot of people do look forward to WrestleMania coming to their state, or at least near their state, because it's like they have an opportunity. Now it's like, damn, y'all going back-to-back years in Las Vegas, like, word. And you can go now, Mason, if you know, if you're ready.
Yeah, let me talk my shit real quick.
It's rocks.
Get them rocks off.
What do we have here? The Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez. Hulk Hogan versus Yokozuna. Jey Uso versus Gunther. The New Day versus the War Raiders. I can keep going. Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
There has yet to be a single good WrestleMania in Las Vegas, and I foresee that trend going on longer. So my hopes aren't high. I don't know, man. I really don't care. If I had to say something though, I think that the reason WrestleMania isn't in New Orleans anymore is because of Lil Wayne. I think he fucked it up for the whole city.
Wait,
y'all should blame him.
Oh my God, are you talking about because of the album that he dropped, bro? By the way, this was announced after he dropped the damn album, by the way. Tripping.
It's his fault, bro.
Yo, that's actually crazy, bro. Bro, it sucks, bro. Like, it actually does, cause I don't know, it's lame. And was there anything else that you had to say about Las Vegas Mania Part 2? Or is you good on that?
Like I said, nothing good ever happens in Las Vegas at WrestleMania,
bruh.
So I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen again next year.
It's like, bro, hey, what they say, bro? It's just trash. Like, I don't. Word.
Once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime again.
We're about to have Las Vegas WrestleMania in Las Vegas for the rest of our lives. I guess that's just what's
I hope that's what I'm low key scared of, because that's a possibility with TKO at the Reigns, like, and that's scary, bro. Like, that's gonna ruin the product, in my opinion, from what it is. And like I said, not to harp on that too much, because it was more so just a filler topic. But on the Money in the Bank, I think they also announced that on Monday Night Raw, they were going to begin the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring qualifier matches, with the first round being between Sami Zayn, who is it? Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker, Seth. No, not Seth. Let me just actually pull up the image.
Dominic Mysterio and
Penta. So it was Braun Breaker, Dom Mysterio, Penta, and Sami Zayn in the first round that they showed us so far. And so I guess we'll go ahead and talk about our Night of Champion, King of the Ring, and Queen of the Ring tournaments, and who do we think is going to win. And I'll start off. Oh, by the way, chat, spoiler alert for our Monday Night Raw topic of the segment of the pod. But Sami Zayn won the first round and is going into the semifinals. He beat Penta, Breaker, and Mysterio. Was there shenanigans involved in that match? I can't remember.
Yes, there was.
Yes, there was.
What happened?
Breaker was about to win, and then he wasn't about to win, but he did a segment outside the ring. He speared Penta, and then LA Knight came out of
yes, that's what it was.
Hit him with the BFT.
Yes, that's what it was. Okay, and yeah, so that gave Sami Zayn the first win. I'm gonna see if I can just pull this over for y'all so y'all can have a visual image. But yeah, and so this Friday on SmackDown we have Randy Orton, LA Knight, Aleister Black, and Carmelo Hayes. Predictions? What y'all thinking?
We all know who's taking that pin.
Oof. Wait, we do? Wait, I don't think I know. Wait, who taking that pin, King? Who taking that pin?
Come on, man. We know how Triple K runs his business.
Damn.
Yeah.
Bro, no, he can't do this to us. He can't keep getting away with this.
We're getting the RKO to HIM.
Bro,
1, 2, 3.
I hope not, bro. So y'all think Randy Orton gonna advance off that side of the side of the bracket? Or
I think it's either him or
that
Aleister
match.
Black.
That match at least.
It's okay. It's weird. So Okay, so they changed up the format this year.
Yeah.
And so there's like Raw and SmackDown on both sides of the bracket.
Yeah, I like it though. I do like it. I will say.
I like it. I think it's making it too obvious what they're gonna do. Like they're very clearly either setting up for a SmackDown versus SmackDown match or a Raw versus Raw match. And okay, so fan predictions on like what's gonna happen. It's likely either gonna be Cody versus Randy or Sammy versus Ilya. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if Triple H is a real hooper like that, so I'm not sure if it's actually gonna be Sammy versus Ilya. It can go a lot of ways though. So they're also like changing up the
not
format,
to cut you off, but you said Ilya.
Yeah, go ahead.
You think that's who the mystery opponent gonna be?
Now, it would make sense. I don't know. I have no clue.
We can talk about that when we get to that side of the bracket.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just was curious because that's what you said. I ain't word. But yeah, my fault. You can continue.
Yeah.
My bad.
So I think the other new thing is the qualifying rounds is what I'm going to call them are fatal four ways, which is weird, and I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it.
I like it. I really do. I really do like it. I think I love how they got it set up too. It's like Raw, SmackDown, SmackDown, Raw. I like it because it's gonna lead. Well, damn. Never mind. I was gonna say it's gonna lead to a SmackDown versus Raw and the but it could easily be Raw versus Raw or SmackDown versus SmackDown. But I don't know. I like the way the bracket's set up. I like it at least. I think I don't know. I actually don't know. But to give you guys my prediction, who I think is gonna win this Friday, I want to say Carmelo Hayes so bad. That's what my heart is telling me. That's what I want. Like King Melo.
That's what we want.
But they gave him the Andre the Giant thing. I feel like if they weren't gonna give him the Money in the Bank, why the hell are they gonna give him this? And I that's my same theory for LA Knight, because it's like, bro, if they not gonna give him the Money in the Bank, why give him this? Because theoretically speaking, if you're gonna have him win Night of Champion or King of the Ring, why the hell not just let him win Money in the Bank and have Seth Rollins win King of the King of the Ring? Like, it's just so stupid to me, because I feel like Seth Rollins could have benefited way more from being King of the Ring and being called King Seth, because I don't know if he's ever won King of the Ring before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he could have literally benefited way more from that. And we would have actually enjoyed that more than another Money in the Bank run that LA Knight could have won. It's just so, bro, like, I don't want to harp on it too much because I've been talking about it for 3 weeks now, and it's very frustrating. Like, it actually gets my blood pressure, like, fucking boiling. So, I really don't want... I guess for this Friday, I'd probably have to go with Randy Orton, bro. That's the only right answer. Because it's like, yeah, there's just no way he loses that. And so I'm going with Randy Orton coming out of that bracket. What you got, Dixie?
Yeah, I agree. I'm getting I'm getting, 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 I'm getting,
Bet. What you got?
Let me see this
I was about to
bracket
say.
again. Hold up.
I can pull it up. I was trying to send it in the group chat so y'all could just look at it right there. But bro, apparently the Google does not have any images of the Queen of the Rings and the King of the Rings. That's what I was just looking at on my phone. But I got the Queen of the Rings for when we're ready for that. But I cannot find the men's. But
okay, with LA Knight being in the match, I could see some Braun Breaker shenanigans.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
He's definitely not gonna win. They're getting their get back on LA Knight. Now I could see the shenanigans making it for somebody other than Randy to win, but he's definitely like the favorite.
Yeah. So you going with Randy? I think we all three locking in Randy. We'll make a thing for this too, chat. Somehow I don't know how we'll make it, but word. So
are you gonna do predictions? Oh, okay.
Wait, predictions? Ain't that what we're doing?
Like you want us to do like a whole bracket thing? Like
I thought that's what y'all put on the topics. King of the Ring.
Oh,
King of the Ring predictions.
I just was thinking like the winner, or
Oh, so y'all want to
just the whole bracket?
I mean, I bet we could just do the winners and losers.
Winner, finals, yeah. I don't know.
All right, so the winner of King of the Ring, I'd probably say I think I'd have. Damn, I ain't gonna lie, this is tough.
There's two good options.
It's so many good options.
Yeah,
somebody else can go ahead. I'm still thinking. I ain't really get this far.
Ooh, okay. Let me say this.
Ooh.
Let
me go ahead.
I think it's going to be Sami Zayn, but if it's that mystery guy who we think it's all might be Ilya Dragunov,
yeah,
it could also be him. Which either way, I'm completely fine with because, well, I don't know if we're gonna already talk about what happened on Raw in the main event, but both of those matches are gonna slap.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
Yeah. Because the winner of the King of the Ring gets a world title match.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. My issue.
So wait,
Cody,
Dixie, you didn't ever say your winner.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Safe option. I'm gonna go Sami Zayn.
Okay. Bet. I know what you were saying, Mason.
Okay. I think like big favorite easily is Cody because he's Cody Rhodes.
Damn.
He doesn't have to win. Is my thing because he pinned John Cena at. Was he the one that pinned John Cena at Money in the Bank? Am I wrong?
Yeah,
I think so.
He pinned Cena.
He pinned Cena. He never got his fair rematch after WrestleMania anyway, so he doesn't have to win to get that rematch at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they could get away with it being somebody on Raw, which in this case would really make sense for it to be Sami or Ilya. And if I had to choose between the two, I feel like I'm thinking. I feel like Zayn would be the one. I feel like Zayn would be the one because I think people are really pushing that Seth Rollins Money in the Bank agenda with the SummerSlam match.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that would make the most sense.
So you locking in Sami?
I'm locking in Sami.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a bit of a different route, a more risky route, and I don't even really know how confident I am in this choice. But everybody keep mentioning Ilya coming out of that side of the bracket. Low key, it could honestly be Bronson Reed, bro. You don't think so? It could easily be Bronson.
Okay. Bronson is good.
Because I think Sheamus and Rusev are gonna get a bit sidetracked, and they're gonna, work on their feud. And I think Bronson is gonna make it all the way to the finals. I'm assuming, I guess, against Sami Zayn or Randy Orton, one of the two. But I think Bronson would be a fantastic King of the Ring. The only thing about that, though, I don't know how you book that, if that makes any sense. Like, because I feel like there would be some type of ego problem when, like, King Bronson, you got Seth, because Seth is technically, like, the leader of that faction, like, and he has the Money in the Bank briefcase. I don't know how, because the winner of the King of the Ring tournament, don't they get a title shot, basically, right? And how that works?
Yep, they get a match at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and so it's like, I wouldn't mind it being Bronson, but then it's like him versus Gunther. I don't know how.
Gunther.
I don't know like I said, I'm still not 100. This is more of a risky choice. I don't know like what I guess the safe option, like y'all said, would be Sami Zayn. But I'm gonna just lock in the Bronson Reed answer just for the you know what I'm saying, for the anticipation, I guess you could say.
Yo, can we talk about something?
Yeah, go ahead.
There is no Chad Gable or El Grande Americano in this bracket.
The disrespect.
Like, he didn't make an appearance.
Yeah.
The disrespect,
We're
bro.
not gonna talk about how crazy that is.
Burial incoming, like, word. Like, it's actually insane.
Weekend, and now we're just not even putting him in.
He's definitely got to get a push sometime soon.
Nah, bro, he's cooked. He's cooked, bro. He was cooked. The burial incoming. And speaking of burials, let's talk about women. Oh, I'm joking.
Yo, that's insane.
Nah, but we talk about the men's King of the Ring. Let's talk about the Queen of the Ring, which we haven't had any matches for yet, I think. Oh, no, we did. We had the women's. And we had Roxanne Perez coming out the first round. In the SmackDown, we got Jade Cargill, Mia Chin, Piper Niven, Nia Jax, and then Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, Candice LeRae, and then we got Asuka, Stephanie Valkyrie, Raquel Rodriguez, and Avi Now. And I sent y'all a picture of it just in case y'all need a, like, you know what I'm saying, to jog y'all's memory.
I got it. There's a polar bear in Texas over there.
For real? What you mean a polar bear in Texas? Wait, I don't get the reference.
We know who's taking that. We know who's taking that pin.
Y'all are nasty, bruh. But I'll start off because I low-key think I can cook.
We
know who's taking the pin in the other match.
All right. Y'all are not funny, bro. Y'all not funny, bro.
I'm sorry.
Nah, bro. Y'all gotta let Papa cook. Ain't that what y'all say?
Who?
Who said that?
Nah, but let me cook though.
Who said that?
I think all right, so out from the left side of the bracket, I have Jade Cargill coming out. I love that Roxanne Perez advanced, but I don't think she's gonna make it to the finals. I think Jade Cargill is gonna win this SmackDown, and I think she's gonna beat Roxanne Perez, and I think she's gonna go to the finals. And unfortunately, I think she's gonna go to the finals to take on Charlotte Flair. And,
that's so gross.
It is so gross. This is just my prediction. That's disgusting. If I had to go out on a limb, I feel like this is the way that you go about it. And I think it's going to be Jade Cargill losing to Charlotte Flair. Unfortunately, bro. I'm trying to get into the headset of Papa H.
Wait, losing? Hey, yo.
Yeah, I think Charlotte Flair is gonna beat Jade Cargill in the finals. I think Charlotte Flair is gonna be Queen Charlotte.
You think we're gonna get Tiffany and Charlotte too at SummerSlam?
If Tiffany is even the champion, I'm just, bro. Does that not sound like some Papa H shit?
No, it does.
Yeah, I was about to say, does it not?
I don't want another Charlotte. I don't want another Charlotte and Tiffany match because their match at Mania sucked ass.
Me either, bro. I'm praying that I'm wrong in this situation,
that's the
but
biggest effect, bro.
like I said, I'm praying that I'm wrong in this situation. But if we know Papa H like we do know Papa H, he is gonna have, you know what I'm saying, the polar bear is winning. Like, he loves him some polar bears.
They say the Triple H I know.
Now I'm saying, bro, this ain't the black and gold Triple H we know, bro. This ain't the black and gold.
This ain't that we are NXT.
Yeah.
Where is he? They got him locked up in a cage.
Facts, bro.
He's in Alcatraz. He's in Alcatraz right now.
But if I had to like be biased and have my own opinion, I would love to see Jade Cargill beat Charlotte Flair in the finals to go to SummerSlam. That'd be such a movie. And then we'd get Jade versus Tiffany. But like I said, if we know Papa H, like we know
Naomi
Papa H, I don't see that happening, bro. Like, I genuinely don't. And then, like you said, I could really see Naomi cashing in on Jade when she wins at SummerSlam. Like, that's W booking if he wanted to book properly. Like, bro, he don't be booking like we want, bro. Like, damn, man, save us, Paul.
Naomi cash in, win the belt, and then you have the match one-on-one at WrestleMania next year in Vegas again for the world title.
Jay versus Naomi again?
Nah, but
let me stop. They weren't even that bad.
But my fantasy booking though, let me cook though. Like, if it was up to me, I'd have Jade Cargill beat Charlotte Flair in the finals. I'd have Jade Cargill win at SummerSlam against Tiffany Stratton, and then I'd immediately have Naomi cash in and win the women's championship. But that's just my fantasy booking.
I wouldn't even have Jade win.
That's my guilty pleasure.
I was gonna say, I know you're not a real
I would have Naomi cash in mid-match.
Okay, that wouldn't be bad either. Shit, I wouldn't mind that either. It's just word.
You gotta like tease people of Jade holding the world title first. I think.
Yeah.
Hold it above their heads a little bit. Have Naomi catch it and win it. Then Jade can win it down the line.
My biggest fear is I just pray they don't.
This is just the Ronda Rousey push. Again.
Listen, I just pray that they don't have Naomi be the first woman to lose a cash in. Like, I'd be sick if they allow that to happen. Bro.
Okay, man. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
He might just do
if y'all know Papa H, like.
You gotta stop putting that one in the atmosphere.
I'm saying I can't even. I don't even want to speak it into existence, bro.
Everybody keeps saying it now, so it's like, oh
no, it's gonna happen.
Yo,
bro.
he listening, bro. He listening, bro. It's disgusting. But yeah, that's my Queen of the Ring predictions. And I'll let y'all what ISO.
One. Dakota Kai. Bring her back. We want Dakota.
That bitch want to start a We Want Dakota movement.
I want to be the only guy in my section yelling it.
Hey, that bitch want to start a We Want Coda movement. Bitch, she is not Ryan Killings, bro. Nah. Damn, she ain't never coming back, OG. She gone forever, bitch. Like, it's over for her career.
Bring it to the Tony Khan lock-in.
Nah, bitch. She need to take
the blank check.
Nah, she need to take the Mandy Rose route, bro. It's Jover.
Oh,
bro's tweaking.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, we know what you are.
I thought we was clip farming. I thought y'all said we was clip farming, bro.
I know what you are.
Hey, it's about to get. Listen, man, y'all. Everybody, thinking Dakota Kai needs to go to WWE or AEW. Hey, about to get real crazy.
Go to
in the danger zone in DPW.
DPW.
Nah, that's actually nasty work. But nah, yeah.
It's not nasty. What are you talking about? My boys. Shout out New Legacy.
Nah, yeah.
Shout out Deadlock.
Nah, yeah. I mess with DPW. I love DPW. But word, come on, dude.
That's how we got Big Javon.
Yeah, that's how we got Javon.
Yeah, shout out to Javon Evans, baby. Hey, now back to the Queen of the Ring.
All right, my bad. Yeah.
Who y'all got?
Iguodala.
Damn, DPW.
Give me Jade Cargill for the real though.
Okay.
I wish Roxanne would win it, but she's probably not gonna win it. But give me Jade Cargill. That's a layup right there.
All right. What you got, Mason?
Hey man, that's the layup. Let me get sick. All right.
Ooh, get nasty on it. Spit on it.
You want
spit on it. Yeah, spit on it.
A favorite. Oh God. I was gonna say it's crazy. It's crazy you said that. So I was like, if I had a favorite, it would be whoever comes out of that last matchup: Asuka, Stephanie, Raquel, and Ivy. And I'm saying that for the top two, of course. It's either for Asuka or Stephanie Vaquer. Those to get real nasty.
Okay, get nasty with it. Spit on it.
Asuka winning that. It's not even about to be Stephanie Vaquer.
I think she has to.
Doing a Stephanie Vaquer push. We doing the Asuka push.
Have to. And we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, I mean, you have to. So you got Asuka winning it? Like all of it? The whole tournament?
No, I have Jade Cargill winning it. But if I was, to have a favorite choice, Asuka would be the one taking it all the way.
No, I agree.
Running back Io Sky versus Asuka. That's still one of the best TV matches of all time.
Ooh, that would cook, bro. Hey, let Papa Mason cook, chat. He the only one that went 4-0 on the predicts. So, hey, let Papa Mason cook.
I wasn't booking for my favorites.
Nah. Let Papa Mason cook. But I want to say this because Dixie mentioned it. Roxanne Perez. I would love to see her make it deep in there, but I think Liv is gonna cost her.
Whoa.
I think low-key, I think Liv is gonna cost her the match against Jade. Low-key. Or y'all think she gonna lose fair? Or clean? I think that's what y'all call it.
I mean, there could be shenanigans.
Word. Or do y'all think Liv Morgan helps Roxanne win? That'd be a shocker in my book. I would actually be shocked at that. But yeah.
Oh really? Oh no, that would go crazy.
Yeah, and that's our King and Queen of the Ring predictions, I guess you could say. And you mentioned Asuka Mason. They announced her return for next Monday Night Raw, which was a bit of a disappointment because they could have easily kept that a secret.
Oh no. Yeah, I was gonna say, let's not even talk about that. They didn't announce it. They just put the bracket up,
Oh yes,
and
they did.
Even though she's been gone for like a year at this
yes,
point,
bruh.
was just She was just there.
Bro, they didn't even make it a big deal at all. You would have thought she was there last week, and they just announced like they could have even did what they're doing. They could have even did what they're like what we're assuming that they're gonna do with Ilya Dragunov, and just made it a mystery opponent and just have her return. Like, why ruin it like that for us? Like, and I think low key, not even gonna lie, and maybe this is just me digging too deep. I think they messed up and accidentally showed that it was gonna be Asuka, and they was like, fuck it, we gotta just run with it now because we made that error and put her on the bracket. There's just no way you do that intentionally, bro. That's just disrespectful to Asuka's legacy. Like Mason said, she's been going for over a year. There's no, bro, stop it, bro. It's sickening, bro. Like, it's actually so annoying, and I'm hoping this is just some type of blooper, and they're just gotta run with it now because
am I wrong?
Oh, go ahead.
I might be wrong. Okay, they might have done.
Nah, I think they did like a little.
They did a little video.
Yeah, they did a little package, and then they announced that she's gonna be in the match. But even then, that's so nasty. That's fine.
It's still she's such a they don't treat her as big of a deal.
Yes, bro.
She's a women's Grand Slam champion, or however that works.
I'm sure it's just
won every championship in WWE that there is to win. It's kind of nasty.
Nah, seriously, bro, it is disgusting, and she doesn't get the praise that she deserves. And and I'm hoping for our sakes that Asuka makes it at least to the finals. Like, if she's gonna lose, I hope it's in the finals at least. Cause I mean, bro, it's just nasty how they're treating her, bro. But yeah, hey, shit, what y'all think about the I guess the announcement though? At least I guess you could say it was a bit random and sudden. I'll say that.
That Asuka's back.
Yeah. Or how do y'all feel? Like, word.
Elated.
I'm saying.
Asuka, yeah. Asuka's up there as one of my favorites. I actually don't think I mentioned her when we did our top 3 women, which, shame on me.
Yeah, so you don't fuck with her for real, is what you saying?
I do, man.
I'm joking. Don't do
me like this, I got short-term memory loss, alright?
Nah, yeah.
But nah. Asuka is goated, does not get near enough credit that she deserves, especially in WWE. Hey man, push her to the moon. That's what I gotta say.
Nah, yeah. I hope so. I really do hope so for her sake. Cause if not now, like I said, for a lot of superstars didn't win. Like, word.
Honestly, if I had something, I would actually move her to SmackDown. Just because I don't know. The mid card on both brands for the women, they still need some help. Even I know Becky Lynch is there to rehab the belt, but it's not. The Intercontinental Championship isn't even in a bad state. But the United States Championship, very bad state. I don't know what they're doing outside of Julia, who wants that United States Championship, but either side really could use more contenders. This is why I don't entirely like that the belts were a thing, just because I don't know if the roster's big enough to handle a world championship belt on both sides, and a mid-card belt on both sides, and a tag team championship that floats between all 3 brands.
Mm-hmm. And so
I don't know if there are enough women for all that on the roster in general, but I could be wrong.
You mentioned her winning the women's U.S. championship. That scares me so much because I don't want her to win it and then have a Shinsuke Nakamura type of run with the mid-card title, because it just defeats the point, and it really deflates their character. And I feel like that's realistically why Shinsuke really lost his momentum. What's Papa H thinking, bro? He gotta.
But if we could get not cooking, Julia versus Asuka match out of that,
bro, yes, bitch. Hey, take my money, bitch. Word, take my money, bitch. But word, and
you know what? I'll sign up for Peacock twice.
So, hey, I get the premium. Shit, give me the deluxe, no ass. No ass, bitch. And let me record it.
Nah, I'll shoot somebody using illegal streams.
I'm saying word. I'll shoot a bootleg. But I'll snitch and I'll report. I'll report all the illegal streamers. Word. But nah, yeah. We was talking about Monday Night Raw, and you know what I'm saying? We talking about Asuka being announced. Well, on Monday Night Raw, besides, you know what I'm saying, where the main event, and we'll get to that, I think the only other talking point on Monday Night Raw was Becky Lynch. She came out and she promoted. Lyra Valkyria came out. We thought she was gonna attack Becky, but no, she turns around. We get Bayley. Bayley has returned to Monday Night Raw, and she attacks Becky Lynch. I'm curious to what y'all think about that. What are y'all thoughts on Bayley's return? What do y'all think about how she's gonna be booked since her return? And just what are y'all thoughts on that? Like, what are y'all thoughts on Bayley and her attacking Becky Lynch?
Bayley is so fire. I love Bayley. I love this business.
Nah, yeah. Ooh, this business.
I love wrestling.
Nah, bro. I see what y'all be talking about though. AW better, low key. I'm turning my back on the. I'm gonna take the chair shot to WWE's back. I'm gonna get him the chair shot. I'm gonna betray the WWE like they betrayed me, bro. I'm not gonna forgive them for having LA Knight go 0-3 in the Money in the Bank bit. Like I can't forgive them. I genuinely and not like I said, I don't want to harp on that too much, but to harp
leave Kofi Knight alone, bro.
Yo, swear to God. But nah, to talk about the topic.
LA Kingston alone.
That is nasty, bruh. But I love that they had Bayley come back the way she did because you can't just have her like, especially with all the rumbles of her possibly leaving and stuff like that. You can't just have her return regularly and just talk. I think this was the best way to return her, and then her feud with Becky Lynch. That's gonna smack, and that's gonna do nothing but wonders for that mid card division. I think Becky versus Bayley. Y'all think we get that at Evolution, or y'all think we get that at SummerSlam? Or do y'all think we get it at all? Shit.
Yeah.
So
they're probably putting everything on Evolution.
I was about to say, quick question.
Yeah.
For that Evolution PLE, do y'all think we getting Lyra versus Bayley versus Becky, or do y'all think we just getting Becky versus Bayley at Evolution? Cause I mean, Becky and Lyra gotta spin it back. Which hell, knowing Papa A, she might do that shit next week on Monday Night Raw. Like, word. Knowing Papa A, she gonna throw that shit on a Monday Night Raw, bitch. Like, the way he been scripted.
Do not burn out that match.
Bro, I wouldn't doubt it, bro. Leave it to Papa H. But, hey,
I could foresee a triple threat happening. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Because I thought it was going to be a triple threat at Evolution, and then we're going to get a Becky versus Bayley at SummerSlam. I'd like to see that at SummerSlam, low-key. But, word. As long as Lyra gets a proper rematch, I'd love to see that. I don't care how they do it or where they do it. I mean, obviously, I don't want it. Let me rephrase that. I do care how they do it. I don't want to see it on a regular-ass Monday Night Raw. That'd be so, like, such a letdown, bro. But, I think this is good. Like I said, because all around, I think this is good for the business, really. It would have sucked to see Bayley just leave and go to the enemy, the rival, AEW. And so I think this is a great way for her to pick back up, if that makes any sense. And if she wins, hey, that's pretty crazy too. But yeah, what you think, Dixie?
I can definitely see a triple threat happening. I feel like, to me, it needs a reason to happen. Like, why would Bayley want to also fight Lyra? Which I could see the reason could be like, oh, you went out there and won the tag belts with her anyways. Like, you know, you had her, you picked her as a partner or whatever.
Papa did.
I can definitely see a triple threat happening. I just need to see. I just want a reason why it would happen. Why does Bayley want to fight Lyra too? You know?
Nah, yeah,
that's all really I have on my plate, I guess.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I was like leaning at as well, because I was curious as well how would they play that out if it is gonna be a triple threat. So yeah, and that was pretty much it for that Becky Lynch Bayley return. I would say other than that, I know RTruth returned. He cut a promo and he also cut his dreads, ladies and gentlemen. We got a dreadless RTruth, or he's known by Ron Killings now. He's known as Ron Killings now. And let's just go ahead and get to the grits and eggs, bro. Let's get into the main course, bro. The main event.
Food, man. I'm so hungry
this what we was all been waiting on. I've been feeding to talk about this because I'm actually sick right now. Now, as you guys know, we had the main event, Jey Uso versus Gunther for what round 7? What this is? Game 6? This game 6, ain't it? Game 5?
5.
Game 5.
It was literally Gunther in 5. Gunther in 5.
And I guess
that is so crazy.
And I guess to make a long story less longer, Gunther beat Jey Uso on a Monday Night Raw in Game 5.
No. Let me
go ahead.
Put this in a perspective so everyone can realize it. All right.
So
you want to know what happened?
But
I can officially confirm, as of June 9th, we have caught and compromised to a permanent end Osama bin Laden.
Yo, y'all fucking tweaking, bro. Yo,
we have
y'all are actually
caught and compromised to a permanent end mid-card Jey Uso. We have caught and compromised to a permanent end opening match Jey Uso.
Chat, I'm sick. I'm actually sick right now. What the? No, you don't get to yeet. You don't get to yeet. We don't yeet that. That's actually
5 letters. 5 letters, 1 word. Loser.
Oh.
You mean? No yeet. No yeet. That was actually so freaking lame. Like, that was such a lame way for Jey Uso to go out. What, 52 days?
Lame.
Bro, when are they gonna quit disrespecting Jey Uso? He's literally carrying the company on his back right now with the yeet movement, bro.
That's insane.
No, is he not? Is he not? Name one more superstar more over than Jey Uso right now. And don't say no LA Knight. Don't say no LA Knight, because they
was just in a tag team match.
They ain't give. Come on, bro. So, hey, let me know when Cody Rhodes got the whole.
Sami Zayn might be more.
Stop it, bro. Y'all are actually fucking rage baiting right now. There ain't no fucking way y'all being for real right now.
Come on now.
Man, let me know when Cody Rhodes got the whole crowd yeeting, bro. That minute, bro. All he got is he got the whole crowd saying, "Whoa." That's bro. Name one time when they asked Cody Rhodes to spin it back on his song, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like every night they asking Jey Uso, they want an encore. They want an encore for his entrance, bro. And it's already 5 minutes long. Like, damn, can we get the promo already? Like, so it's like, bro, he is so over, and he's carrying the company on his back. He's wrestling every single week, and if he's not wrestling, he's putting on a banger promo. He's eating with the crowd, bro. So
hey, Jay Bird, I got a question for you. Is that a crossbody or a spear?
Bro, it's a both. It's a yeet body. It's a year. It's a year. Like, what do you say?
What is in my ears right now?
Nah, bro.
All I'm saying, go through the champion. We eating good. We are eating good.
Nah, but
the title is back.
To get back on top of it though, like, I wasn't even mad at Gunther winning it back, bro. Like, I genuinely wasn't. It's just like, bro, on a Monday Night Raw. Come on, bitch. This is sickening, bro.
That's the shit that needs to start happening.
No, bro.
You know, they used to do this like all the time.
Hell no. Now, I remember when they did, and it was terrible booking.
To finally see a title change.
He lost it after 52.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Because were we really about to get a year of Jey Uso as World Heavyweight Champion?
Bro, he should at least held it till SummerSlam at least. Like, bro, this was a very lackluster run because they barely gave him anything to work with.
I can see that. Like, he did get a very short reign. Maybe I am hating a little too much, but that's big. Right. That's big goon right there. That's big goon.
One more thing, and I'll let y'all get y'all's rocks off. So they build up that feud. He finally overcomes the Giant. He's the Giant Slayer. He finally overcomes the. I'm being serious because that Roman. That's what they build it up as at WrestleMania, bro. He finally slayed the Giant. After that, what matches did he have? I think who did he wrestle? Logan Paul one night, a tag team with Cody Rhodes, and then they have him lose the belt just like that. That's such a lackluster run. Like, you gotta book your champions better than that, bro. Like, that is insane. Like,
he beat Seth his first.
Oh yeah, now that was a real. I love that one. That was a really good one. I love that one.
Well, actually, Seth Rollins. Didn't he beat him by? Was it shenanigans, or did he actually just beat him straight up?
I think CM Punk popped
there was definitely shenanigans, but he did pin him.
But I was gonna say something, and then like even the matches. Obviously, I know Mason was trolling for half of them, but like, you know what I'm saying, when he mentioned like
what you mean?
It was like Hulk Hogan, Drew, this and that. Whenever like
what you talking about? That's good booking. What are you talking?
No, I'm saying I'm talking about when you was like Hulk Hogan versus Jay. I forgot what list of names that you said. Match. Man, I don't want to see Hulk Hogan in the WWE ever again. Man. I don't want to see his ass.
Jey Uso. Let me run it back. Jey Uso versus Logan Paul. Jey Uso versus Alberto Del Rio. Jey Uso versus who was the other?
Well, you can
Goldberg,
stop. You can stop that shit.
Versus career,
you can stop that shit right at Logan Paul, bro. You can stop that shit.
Jey Uso versus Hulk Hogan once in a lifetime. Are you telling me that wouldn't be the best?
It would. Nah, and you like I know we're all trolling, but that ass would be fucking fantastic booking. But guess what? We're stopped right at Logan Paul. We stopped right at the first level because we just because we want to give it up on a random Monday Night Raw after a very lackluster title run. And like I said, I'm not even mad that Gunther won it. Like, I just feel like, bro, and then how he won it. Did y'all see how he won it? They had a choke off.
He choked him out.
For the last 20 minutes,
man,
they was choking each other. Bro, I'm
hear
sick,
me
bro.
All I'm saying, man. All I'm saying. Yeet,
choke off is crazy.
Jey Uso put to sleep. Gunther in 5.
Man, they had a fucking choke.
Tell him.
They had a choke off, bro, for the last 20 minutes of the, like, I'm sick, bro. But yeah, Gunther won the World Heavyweight Championship. Hopefully it does lead us into Goldberg versus
Hopefully.
Gunther.
Why do you want that? Why do you want that?
Y'all don't think it'd be funny?
Answer me truthfully.
Y'all don't think it'd be fire to see Gunther?
It would be absolutely hilarious.
I was about to say it'd be
hilarious.
It'd be funny
It'd be
to
hilarious.
see Gunther retire Goldberg.
But man,
I need Gunther to beat him in like 30 seconds.
And just to throw this out there, I'm not even no Yeet. Like, I'm not no, like, big Yeets. Like, you know what I'm saying? Word. I'm not even a big Jey Uso fan. But I do feel like for everything that he's doing right now, I do feel like that's a bit of a disservice for him in general. Like, I hope this ain't the last title run that we get. I'll tell you this much. Because it's like, bruh.
It's not a disservice.
So you don't think so? Bro, there were so many.
Okay,
like, he
let
has
me
so
say it like
much
this.
Crazy.
It's wild to me that or it's wild to me that he lost the championship as I was like starting to come around to him. Like I promise you, I know the rant I went on at the beginning. I'm really not a Jey Uso hater. I think he's fine, and I think it's great that he's able to connect with the crowd as much as he does.
Bro, yeah.
I worried for him having like a super long title reign because that's Triple H's thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, are they gonna really try and get this guy over as like a top talent, like an actual scary force? Because I don't believe that. I feel like a lot of people don't believe that him as like an actual top guy. His whole thing has just been he's a tag team guy who managed to make it as like a singles guy somehow. And for him to have a lengthy reign at that rate I feel like it just wouldn't fit with the character, if that makes sense. I know like whenever you remember when Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 32.
Yeah.
And then he lost it the next night on Raw. And he was literally saying on an interview, he was like, I would have rather had it for 1 year, or 1 day, or like 2 years. Like, because, if I win it and then I lose it immediately, it's like one of those, it's like one of those spark plug moments almost, just like what could have been, or, y'all remember that one time when this happened, like we're still talking about it now. Or if he held it for 2 years, it's like, yo, man, Zack Ryder was really it. Like, he was kind of that guy for a while. But if we just give him, like, this middling-ass reign, then what does it matter? And I think for somebody like Jey Uso, he didn't have to be the champion for a long time. And I think Triple H being more willing to ping-pong the championship around just means that we're going to have chances for more Jey Uso reigns.
Yeah,
I don't know how people feel about that.
My thing is...
chances for more reigns, chances for, more stories to be told, all that stuff. Chances for other people possibly to get like more opportunities at the championship, possibly win it, but also have short reigns. Like this is where the titles should be, where they're just trying to make stars right now. Like save the long reigns for when somebody like really is getting over and they really need like to show themselves as the top guy. Because Jey Uso's not a top guy. I'm gonna be real on that point. He's not a top guy.
I'd have to digress, but it's like I don't know. It's just like. You said to yourself, if they're gonna be ping ponging it like this, it's like it should be to build up a superstar. Gunther doesn't need to be built up anymore. Like that bit is literally the top of he's literally the final boss. Like, and he's not gonna have a short reign. I'm guaranteeing that. Like I bet my lip nut he's gonna hold it until WrestleMania. I guarantee you he'll hold it until WrestleMania.
He's holding it till SummerSlam.
Burn it down.
I don't know. We'll see. Oh yeah, I forgot the briefcase still is involved, but it is like. It is very frustrating because it's like you had Jey Uso lose the Intercontinental Championship 1 week later, or it was longer than that. But he had a short Intercontinental Championship reign, and so you do that because everybody's expecting. Oh well, they must trying to hurry up and shoot him to the main event, which they did, and they did shoot him to the main event, and he won the World Heavyweight Championship. Like I don't know, it's just I don't know, it just don't sit right with me, especially how like. I think it should at least would have been at a PLE, and I'm not like I said, it's straight. Like I'm not saying that oh my god every title reign has to be dropped at a PLE, but it is like very, I don't know. Like I said, for how much he's been doing for the company recently, it is like damn, that's like definitely a spit in the face. But
definitely the thing, like definitely the thing that championships don't always have to exchange hands on a PLE.
Yeah.
And that's probably part of what I've hated so much about like these long reigns, because we know Triple H is going to give them long reigns. So what's the point of y'all even having matches, like championship matches on Raw, when we know the people who are in the matches aren't going to lose?
Nah, yeah.
Like, well, Gunther versus Sami Zayn on Raw. All right, Gunther's not losing that. Seth Rollins versus Jinder Mahal on Raw. Well, I mean, that's kind of a layup, because Jinder Mahal was never going to win.
Crazy.
I'm trying to think who else he faced on Raw. Like Seth Rollins versus Damian Priest on Raw. Did that happen? Something like that.
Yeah.
It probably did.
Anyway, stuff like that. Like we know, the champions aren't losing these matches. So what's the point of tuning in? So whenever I do watch Jey Uso versus, and that's the crazy part. So they announced it at least some point beforehand. I forgot that it was happening. I didn't even know that it was like scheduled for tonight. And so then I tune in and I'm like, it'll be a match or whatever. Probably gonna be some shenanigans at the end. So when Gunther wins at the end, like, which is legitimately a surprise. I don't care what people say. It was a surprise to me.
Yeah, nah, without a doubt.
Like now I feel like I have a reason to tune into Raw now, because when big stuff is happening like this, people might actually win. Yeah, this is the kind of booking I love. I don't know.
It's I don't know. Like I said, I'm not the but I do think it was straight for what it was, but I don't know, bro. I just feel like the title reign was a bit lackluster, and it wasn't even Jey Uso's fault. Like, there's only so much you can do with what they give you. You feel me? And so that does suck, because he didn't really get a chance to prove that he was a main event superstar, that he was main event Jey Uso. Like, and that's just unfortunate. But I don't want to hop on it for too much. You said what?
He's not a main eventer.
You don't think so? I don't know. I disagree.
Grab that tag rope, buddy.
That actually fucking wild.
I do want to say,
hey, he's a tag team main eventer.
Crazy.
Damn.
Fucking nuts.
I do want to say though, they did protect him a good bit.
Yeah.
On this way to losing the title. I think he got like attacked on Friday against Cena and Logan. He got moonsaulted, his ass beat during Money in the Bank, moonsaulted through the table.
Yeah.
And then he has to put in a match with Gunther. So they did protect him a lot in that loss.
Nah, yeah.
And I was gonna say, is he like actually? Now the other reason this reign could be ending so short is that he could possibly just actually be injured.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know
and if that's the case, then
word.
Nah, that's very possible.
He might be injured.
Nah, that's very possible. But
that'll make me more upset though, if being honest.
Yeah,
like
I guess
the injury is what made you decide that this reign had to end. Like
I said, I didn't think it should have been in it on a Monday Night Raw.
Terrible main events.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I guess I'm just more upset like that it was I don't know where I don't want to harp on it too much longer, because I do want to get into this topic before we hit the 2 hour mark. And that was Mason came up with this idea, or this topic a few weeks ago, and it was remove one WWE legend. And I'll just let you ask
I saw this on Twitter.
Well, you brought it to our attention. I'll let you introduce the question.
Wait, is this bird of the word?
Shit, y'all want to? This could be the bird of the word, just so that where we're making good on timing.
Might as well be.
And while you introduce the question, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I got to pee so bad, bro. But go ahead. Let the chat know.
Hey man, we're getting to our era of wrestling. The wrestling that we all love. And actually, I don't know. Dixie, you're probably too young for this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know.
Possibly.
Maybe a little.
Were you around for Batista? Because he had a short little run, honestly.
I didn't. Okay. I came in the year after. That's when I started watching.
Damn. Okay. Well, this might. I mean, technically, I wasn't watching for Batista either. I only played the video games, but it is what it is. So the question was, you get 4 WWE legends. And you got to remove one of them from WWE forever, from the history books. So this person never existed in WWE. Who would you be okay with getting rid of? And we got Randy Orton, Edge, Jeff Hardy, or Batista.
Damn.
And
I'm back.
That's a crazy list.
It's hard.
I actually am heartbroken that I have to even make this decision.
Because I was gonna say, well, for me, there's 2 obvious ones that aren't going.
Yeah, same. I was gonna say.
Yeah, same.
My wrestling goats, and then the other 2, it's still a hard decision between those 2.
Hey, I know an easy one that if y'all threw it on there, it'd be the easy one to say. And that's Rey Mysterio. Y'all know I gotta get my damn weekly Rey Mysterio hate out the way. But if we could remove if he was on this list, easily, and it's no question that it's Rey Mysterio. You're racing.
Unironically,
you're racing from WWE history. What does it change?
If it was those four plus Rey Mysterio,
yeah,
it was like remove one.
It's such an obvious choice. It's such an obvious choice.
I think Rey Mysterio actually might be going.
Not even a might. He's definitely going. Like, you remove from the WWE, literally, what does it change? It changes nothing besides having one of the lamest, boringest WWE Championship reigns of all time. But nah, yeah, y'all know I gotta get my weekly Rey Mysterio. Like, I just have to get that shit out my heart.
Hold on, wait a minute. Well, let's really think about it though. If Rey's never in WWE, does that mean we never get Dominic?
You cooking? You cooking?
Nah,
but no, we still do because that's Eddie's son. Fuck Rey Mysterio.
Alright, bro.
He a Guerrero.
I was gonna say, well, I guess unless he's just Dominic ends up being in like AAA or CMLL or something.
Nah.
Yeah, something like that.
That would be hilarious.
Nah, deadass, if without Rey, we would never get Dom, bro. Not the Dom that we got today. Because I don't think he would be able to garner this much heat if he didn't ever turn on Rey Mysterio and turn heel that one day and join the Judgment Day.
That's true. He'd just be like a boring face that everybody gets on still.
Nah,
yeah.
Man.
But that don't even matter because that's not even Rey's son. That's Eddie Guerrero's son anyways. Like, we all know this.
That's so true.
But nah, yeah. So
Dominic Guerrero.
But just to catch the chat up to the on the topic, this is the Bird of the Word segment of the pod, and the question was remove one WWE legend forever, and we had Randy Orton, Edge, Batista, and Jeff Hardy. And who want to go first? Cause I think I want to save mine for last. Or nah.
Ooh.
Should I go first if y'all want me to? If y'all still thinking I'll go first.
This is difficult.
It is very difficult.
I got mine.
Fuck it, go ahead. Let your rocks off me.
Oh, these aren't happy rocks though. These are sad rocks.
Yeah, these skipping the rocks on the water rocks. These are sad rocks.
Oh no.
This heartbreaking rocks.
I think I have mine.
If I had to go with who I'm getting rid of, it's got to be Jeff Hardy.
Damn.
Whoa.
It's crazy because I was gonna say that.
No way.
I'm so sad.
All right. Here's my logic, my reasoning. Randy Orton and Edge are staying automatically.
Yeah, they're a lot. Yeah, they're a lot for sure.
And so my logic is, if I take away Batista, we don't really get like evolution, like as we know it. Plus, Batista is just raw as fuck anyway. So
yeah,
I mean, he had to stay.
Damn.
But yeah, like those three are all so intertwined, and Jeff Hardy's kind of the odd person out.
Damn.
And so I mean, Jeff Hardy did have the aura back in like 2008 or whatever. He also had and still has drug problems, and he kind of caused a lot more issues than like, he should have, honestly. Like, if Jeff Hardy didn't have the drug issues, he could have been like, we could really be having like a whole different conversation about him in 2025. Like, he'd actually be a legend of the sport, but he just handicapped himself so much, and it irritates me, and that's why I think I gotta get rid of him.
Wait, Dixie, what you said? My only drug is wrestling?
Yo.
My only drug is wrestling. Oh, my only addiction is wrestling. But and I guess I'll go because it does suck, because I was actually going to go with Jeff Hardy as well. For really the reasons that you said. You can't get rid of Randy Orton because of the legacy that he holds. Same thing with Batista. He's in the evolution. And you can't get rid of the cope. You know what I'm saying? Without Edge, we have no cope.
Stop calling him that.
But now on a more serious note, though, I was kind of leaning towards Batista because, bro, Jeff Hardy just had so much aura, bro. Like,
I get it.
He had everybody in the 2000s wearing the baggy jeans, you know what I'm saying, the tank tops and the damn, bro, I don't know why, but those little sleeve things that he used to have used to be so fucking cool, bro. I used to think those were so cool. And then the face paint, like, he never missed with them hoes, bro. Like, and the move set, like the matches he would put on, the way he would put his body on the line, like, it's so tough to choose this, because like Mason said, these are like sad getting your rock. This skipping the rocks through the water is sad, bro.
I want to change now.
It is so tough, but like I said, I'd have to agree with Mason though. Like, and it sucks to say this because, bro, he has so much aura, but he really did do this to himself. Like, he has no one else to blame but himself. Like, he has that problem with drugs. I don't know if he's still doing. I don't keep up with Jeff Hardy, but it's tough, and it is so tough because you can't remove anybody else from this list besides Jeff Hardy, in my opinion. Now, like I said, Dixie grew up in a different era than us, so maybe it's a little different for him. But yeah, I'd have to go with I have to agree with Mason. I'm going with Jeff Hardy, bro, and that sucks, bro. These are like skipping rocks. I'm skipping the rocks, bro. This is tough. I'm not getting my rocks off, and I guess that leaves Dixie.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I got two locks who aren't going.
Mm-hmm.
It's Randy Orton. And Jeff Hardy's not leaving, man.
Damn, that's tough.
I'm not gonna lie, Jeff not leaving. I mean,
like I said, it is so understandable.
The hype moments. I mean, come on, man. The swan songs off the ladders, bro. It's everything else he's done. It can't be argued, in my opinion. But that leaves Edge and Batista for me. You know, I could get rid of the Cope, so we never get that Revolution match against Jon Moxley. That horrible dog shit match. I could.
I have a story about that. I can say it later though.
You know, yeah, I could get rid of that. But man, that Rumble return, I just feel like I can't get rid of that. I might have to go Batista, man.
Yeah.
I might have to go Batista, which pains me because, in my opinion, Batista got the best wrestling theme song to ever touch
man.
Oh man.
Bro,
so we don't get no more words?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically
and low key, like I said, that's why it's such a hard decision because it's between Batista and Jeff Hardy, bro. Like literally between the two, and it's like if you get rid of Batista, there is no evolution, there is no, like you said, the theme song. But like,
no, we just get Mark Jindrak instead.
No, yeah, seriously. The only reason
there's just like so much that goes into it. Like,
yeah, I'm still gonna stand on business just because I was more of a Batista fan, anyways, growing up. I'd have to go.
I just thought of something.
Go with Jeff Hardy still. So you locked in Batista, DC?
Yeah.
That's fair. That's actually fair.
So if there's no Jeff, then there's no TLC?
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up. No Jeff Hardy means no Hardy brothers and no TLC matches.
I mean, fuck TLC.
We don't get Jeff Hardy and CM Punk.
Bro,
we don't get that at all.
Bro, fuck TLC. We would have got to it eventually. They would have just probably renamed it.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay, real talk. If we switch out Jeff Hardy for Rob Van Dam, does this change any?
Nah, I'm still eliminating Rob Van Dam. I'm
That's
still
crazy. Because if it switches to Rob Van Dam, I'm not gonna lie, I'm taking Batista out of there.
Nah, it don't move the needle for me. That's still the same for me. I'm still taking out RVD for reasons that you mentioned earlier. The same reasons that that I'd take out Jeff Hardy.
It's different though. I might be tripping. I think RVD aura was bigger than Jeff Hardy aura was.
You definitely tripping.
Damn.
And that's coming from an RVD stand. I loved RVD. I loved RVD.
I don't know, man.
He deadass was one of my favorite.
We weren't even around for like prime RVD. RVD like in the 2000s was basically like how Seth Rollins was in 2018. Like if he pulls up on the show, he's the best match on the show.
That's what I'm saying. Like I love RVD, bro. That's what I'm saying. And I still would have to go with him to be eliminated. If I'm picking, it's just Randy Orton, Edge, and Batista has such a big impact on like just WWE in general, bro. And I can see the argument for Batista just because, I mean, how he went out, it does make sense. Like why you would eliminate him because the way he went out was kind of sad. You know what I'm saying? He really it left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. But me being as biased as I am, watching Batista growing up, the theme song, the motion, him beating the hell out of Rey Mysterio, yeah, I can't eliminate that from history. I can't eliminate that from history. Him beating the brakes off Rey Mysterio, I can't eliminate that from history, bro. Can't. I loved when he was. I thought you was my friend. That's one of my favorite all-time WWE moments ever, bro. That when he was just choking his little neck, bro, throwing them all around, beating the hell out of Rey Mysterio. Boy, oh boy, what I would do to see that for the first time. Man.
This is next level hate.
Bro, that shit just brings joy to my heart, bro. Like, just thinking about that moment, bro. Like, after we get done potting, I might just rewatch that whole, you know what I'm saying, word. Just the word.
Oh, I still got that thing we need to react to.
Oh, yeah, we'll react to that after we get done potting. I'm actually curious. Yeah. Bruh said, if you delete Batista or Randy Orton, there isn't any evolution. I mean, Yeah, that's kind of the.
Man, we got Mark Jindrak.
Shit, we got Mark Henry.
Oh my God.
Fucking, we got Mark Henry.
Hey, if you need a Randy Orton replacement, hey, we throw Young John Cena in there.
And we got Miles Bourne. No, I'm gonna stop. Miles Bourne in 2008. Or what years was that?
Say, bro was like 10.
Nah, that is actually nasty, bro. That's crazy. But nah.
Yo, I actually do have something to talk about Miles Bourne real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Damn.
At WWE, at Shawn Michaels, at Triple H, whoever was responsible for this, a drop kick is not a finisher.
Damn.
I get he does it well. A drop kick is not a finisher.
Wait, that's his finisher? I never
doing it, how good it looks. Yeah, because on NXT, he's doing a storyline with, he was like trying to leave NQCC.
Yeah. I seen all that.
Yeah. Well, in the match with Charlie Dempsey, he got his last pin with the drop kick. Like just a drop kick, nothing else. Just.
Oh, you saying they finished the match with a drop kick?
Yes.
I thought you were saying like his actual finisher was a drop kick. Which I
might be at this rate.
I pray that's not the case, bro. That is actually so disgusting. Like, that's nasty work, bro. Holy hell. But nah, yeah.
The bar for finishers is in hell. I feel like they're getting worse over time.
Hey, shout out to Miles Bourne, though.
We got Jey Uso's terrible spear.
Oh my God, here we go.
Who else is like finisher needs work? We got Bayley's Rose Plant. That's like different territory though, because I understand.
I actually don't like Bayley's finisher at all. And
nobody likes the
Bayley to Bayley's the little word? I don't like that either. What is it? The Bayley to Bayley, the Bayley to Bayley.
The Bayley to Bayley. It fit when she was, still the hugger. But yeah, I get it. I'm trying to think whose finisher sucks. Like,
Damian Priest, he sucks. Trash finisher.
Well, that's just him.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that little lariat thing that he be doing?
Bro. Trash. Can't stand Damian Priest.
He be jumping or not? He be like what? He just bounces off the rope and then just does a clothesline. That shit is trash. Hang it up. Lyra Valkyria's finisher is just a splash. Yeah. It's not like a frog splash or anything. It's just a splash.
Yeah.
That's. I don't know.
Weren't. Hey, W Pod though.
If it was a frog splash, I'd agree.
W Bird is the word podcast episode. This is episode 7, ain't it? This is episode 7.
Big 7.
Hey, shout out to the internet for holding it together. You know what I'm saying? Just for a few hours. Knock on wood. Hopefully that bit don't, work before we can actually end the pod. But shout out to Mason. Shout out to Dixie, man, because they take the time out of their weeks every week to make sure the pod gets done, even whenever it's my fault. Word. And they don't mind, waiting on, me to get situated. So I appreciate them, especially how the scheduling is. But also, we talked about it last week. I wanted to talk about it while we close out the pod. Shout out to Dixie. He just graduated last week, so big shout out to him, man. Yeah. That's no light feat. W part on him. And guess what that means, chat? We recording the pod 4 times a week.
Yes.
Now, because Dixie ain't got no excuse now, chat. He ain't got no GOBB. Let me stop. I'm trolling. But now, on a real note, though, shout out to Dixie, bro, for graduating, bro. That was actually a pretty dope feat when they called his name and he went across the stage. And he even did the chills thing in chat. Y'all ain't got to look it up. Just take my word for it. He did the chills when he got his diploma. He did the chills thing. Like, bro, just take my word for it. Y'all ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? Don't do your research, but just take my word for it. W Dixie for graduating. But with that being said, we are coming in on 2 hours. So I guess we'll call the pod here.
Dose.
Is there anything that you would like to say before we get out of here, Mason? And where can they find you?
Yeah, I don't have anything. Y'all can find me.
Real quick, shout out to Beacon for the 500 bits, bro. He said that's for Dixie. W graduation bits. W 500 bits from Beacon, bro. But
yes.
Also,
yeah, you gotta put that in Dixie's account, Jim.
Nah, facts. We putting that in the in the vault. But also, bro, Mason, when you gonna make the channel, bro? We've been waiting for the WWE 2K content.
Word. Channel's made. I don't want to do universe mode content because I'm just gonna.
That's fair.
I'm gonna not want to do universe mode anymore.
That's fair.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'll have to do it for the channel.
Yeah, when you're forced to do it, it just takes the love out of it, bro. I feel that, bro.
Yeah.
I so feel that.
I'm gonna figure out something to do.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, but the channel is made. There's nothing up yet.
Nah, yeah.
But it's there.
Word.
So the channel's just Mason Worldwide. I think it's the same as my Twitter. It might not have the zero and the 1 in there, but it's Mason Worldwide.
Facts.
You'll find it.
W
And
Worldwide.
my Twitter was blowing up this week. I had some top tier posts. Y'all follow me there. I post nothing but bangers.
Yeah, he posts a lot of red pill content. Like yesterday, he was talking about fuck.
Yep.
He said fuck DDG, Halle Bailey, bitch. No, stop.
Basically, yeah.
Nah, but Dixie, the graduate, where can they find you? And is there any last words that you got for the lovely listeners out there?
Yeah, man, you can find me JM Dizzle on YouTube. At Veer finally came on Twitter. And bring back the KOTR.
Yo, real quick, I remember when he changed his tag to Veer finally came. Yo, that shit was actually wild.
Yeah.
That's around the time when I first got into Twitter. But yeah, look, I don't want to harp on that for too much long. This is the Bird's Nest podcast. Shout out to my host.
Shout out Metaphor.
Shout out to the guys, bro. I'm J-Bird Gaming. You can find us live every Wednesday on twitch.tv/jbird_gaming. It's your boy J-Bird. You listening to the Bird's Nest podcast, and we out. W Pie, bro.